This right here, this is the factory piece for the original car. I've just placed it right back on top of the welds where I've cut it off. And I've done that to show you how well the factory dash is going to line up to where it's got to go now. As you can see here, this is where the factory dash goes under the car here. So looking at it down here, you could see, well, if it was where it's supposed to be, it's perfectly the same. So my factory dash will line up perfect all the way along that, just like it did, which you can see over there, it's sticking up a little bit, but it's perfectly the same height. And as you saw in the video uploaded yesterday, for those of you who stay pretty current with my channel, you saw all of this that I've built in. Now, with this piece, you can see I can take this and pull this directly off to expose that lower section. So pulling that out of the way, you can see everything up underneath the car here under the cowl panel. Now I'm going to be using all this piece here. This is for my filter. I'm going to be using all that. I'm going to be using this original vent. It's going to be this one. Making sure everything's watertight. I'll have to seal everything up real good to make sure it's all watertight, and then weld everything up real nice. Everything that's going to be under here, I will weld up to the cowl, pull the cowl off, and make sure I seam seal everything in here to make sure there's no chance of any water getting down inside this car. So everything up there, all of that has got to be all watertight. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing to this car is getting that dash fit into place. Okay, so here's the side of my dash. This is where the dash bolted from the factory. It's 23 inches from the bottom of the floor pan to the center of this little dowel here. Well, this is where the dash used to would mount straight in. This is not going to be used anymore. Instead, when we cut this dash down, it'll be this tube over here. So basically, we're going to be cutting it down all the way to here. So this piece right here, we're going to be cutting it off and welding it to this tube. And once it's welded to this tube, we'll be able to bolt it. There'll be a bolt here, and it'll weld straight into that side panel, or it'll bolt straight into the side panel, and the same with this one here. Now the dash will have to be cut all down through here, all the way down, and plated. And if you saw the last build of one of these cars that's on my channel, you'll see where all this right here was cut down and plated. Okay, now that it's all accessible where you can really see it, now you can see where I've got my dash in. It's all bolted down there at the bottom exactly the way it's supposed to from the factory. Now looking at it from side to side here, what I've had to do is these tubes right here have, right there you can see the bracket. And that's the bracket that this right here was on to originally line it up for it to bolt straight into the car. Well, these cars are narrower, so that's got to be cut. Okay guys, well that's going to be it for this daily upload of pretty much what I'm doing in the shop today. But if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that now, and I'll catch all you guys on the next video, and thanks for watching.